talk about?
Let's talk about how we just been right about this. We've been telling the people what's been happening. You know, they look at us crazy, but a lot of us been saying what Kanye just said since the beginning of the year and time. You know, everybody just prepare yourself spiritually, mentally. No weapon formed us shall prosper. All physical diseases can be cured in the herbs. Don't believe nothing they say because everything could be cured. Treat your mamas right, and light candles, get your cleanses done because the righteous will rise. That's just what I feel.
It's coming. We
Mhm.
watching it in real time, and that's what makes it so difficult to see what's going on because hindsight is 2020.
Mhm. So everybody who knows what's been really going on because there's just a bandwagon of everybody like, oh, fuck Kanye. Why didn't we cancel him when he said slavery was a choice? But it's like everything is planned out. It's just we, the real ones, know what's been going on. Ever since Nip died, that's when shit got real.
I
Cause
know.
they took Nip, but Nip is still here. Nip will come to you in a dream. He'll do what he got to do, but things happen for a reason. And I just everybody strap up, whether it's spiritually with a weapon. My family just came back from Michoacan in Mexico, and my sister was telling me that like in the street, the people are just walking with a machete, ready for anything out in the ranch over there. So whether it's with that, lighting a candle, um, releasing your traumas, because we have a lot of trauma, a lot of sexual trauma too, that needs to be released, and we just got to get ready.
Yeah. So they think that wall gonna stop Mexico when the time comes,
That ain't gonna do
but
nothing.
look, when El Chapo get that order, they gonna tear that wall down. Coming over here.
Yeah, the thing is, the people, whether it's because I live right here by San Diego, so the Haitians, there's a bunch of Haitians here. What people don't know is that there's underground tunnels. People are gonna get here one way or another. Somebody knows somebody, and life is about who you know. So it don't even matter. It's just people gotta see through that shit and keep it pushing because I see it all right here. Being in Cali, I see everything. Like, see my eyes, how big. I see everything, and sometimes it gets scary, but we gonna be all right.
Yep. So in Mexico, they got some OGs, but they ain't the Spaniards that settled there. They not the settlers.
No.
They the ones up in the hills, like the Zapata or Zapatista.
Mhm.
Them groups that's the organic people over there, and they done fucked around and made connections with the Panthers, so it's going down.
Yeah, like there's groups over there. Should I say in the intellectual way? There's groups over there. Everybody know what time it is. Everybody is repping Tupac, even across the border, repping Thug Life. Everybody knows what it is,
Mm-hmm.
and it don't stop. My son's name is Amaru, and it's just the marathon continues. There's just too much going on. People just gotta understand. Do your spiritual work. Do your candles and stop fucking around because we've been knowing what is gonna happen. So listen to the people that seem like a conspiracy or seem crazy. Just listen. And on skin folk and kin folk too. They might look like us, but ain't us. Even my own race, Mexican and Puerto Ricans, they might look like me, but they're some fucking coons.
Yeah, yeah, we already know that they all look. All of them motherfuckers don't get they just do.
Yeah, it's I just want to show y'all a little bit of my altar. I ain't gonna show y'all everything because, but look, I got the gorilla right here and the frog, and I got Nick. And this kind of a glare. So we up. We gonna be
Mm-hmm.
okay. We gonna be okay. And I got my little bell. And I wish you guys all money. Today's St. Jude's Day, so all money in. And I just wanted to share some good energy with y'all because, oh, and make sure you got this deck. Everybody, get this deck. Get this deck, and make sure you have zinc too. Okay.
You can't take it without magnesium, or you can't use it.
Yeah. So make sure you are taking the right things so it can work. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you. I just want to say thank you.
All of this shit is documented in the Shogunate. When you start reading the Shogun series, you start to put together the interaction between the seafarers and the people from the islands in the Pacific. You had a different group of people that sailed the Pacific than you did from sailing the Atlantic. And normally, if you went south, which is up, you would meet in the Indian Ocean, which is the junction between the Atlantic and the Pacific on the Asian South. So you got the Indian Ocean and the all over here between the Pacific and the Atlantic, south of China and India, right? So you got the Indian Ocean and you got the South Pacific. They run up on the South Pacific. Then we end up in the Polynesian Islands, going into New Zealand, going into Australia, and now find ourselves in the outback. Different people were sailing at different parts of the land. The ENLIL'S children chase lifetimes trying to stop the rise of the air and murder the sun before he can get power. This is the story of Loki in the Norse mythology, the son of the Ice Princess. And the Ice Princess is Isis, and Isis is the Dame of the North, and the Dame of the North mean the woman that comes from the North, the underworld. The underworld was the North, and the top of the world was the South, right? So that's why in Australia they say top of the morning to you, but over here we say good morning. What the fuck just happened? Right? We don't say the bottom of the morning. We don't want you to know that we on the bottom of the planet, because that way the problem of making us orient our psyche to see up as north, that's going to disorient us from understanding how to correctly see, because our subconscious senses is south is up, but they got you in your conscious mind focused on north being up. So this causes your brain to have to flip to match what you believe. But if you believe misinformation, your brain don't want to flip. It don't want to accept misinformation. So when it hears the correct information, it gravitates to it instantly. That's what I'm trying to tell you right there. South is up, north is down. The cold is underworld and the hot is the motherfucking top of the world. The top of the world is the side of the planet that the sun hit first. And the bottom of the world is the time that get mostly caught up in the shadows of the top of the world. But we don't understand that because of the tropical to polar regions. The South, when you get to past the 33rd parallel, every couple hundred miles after that, the temperature taking a drastic decline this time of the year, right? If you want to get somewhere where it's warm this time of the year, everybody know, move south, because south is up, because it's closer to the sun. That's why I get more heat. And it absorbs the heat that's supposed to get down here, but we down on the bottom, so we're going to catch the last of those vestiges of it, and it's going to be colder here. So south is up, north is down. The pole was flipped to confuse you. That's called the Lucifer lens has been flipped, because when you see it from its right orientation, now what was upside down turns right side up. What was turned around backwards become turned around right side forward. Right? So everything is aligned according to how you're supposed to see it. Then you start seeing further than you ever thought you could see before, even without your eyes. Let that sink in. So we made alliances and intermarried with Asians in the Southwest during that period of time because they the ones who passed us the crypt key in the public domain, right? And the crypt key is the handicap symbol. And the handicap symbol was for the cripples. And the cripples was the ones with the canes, unless they was lords. Then they was the lords of a vice. But not a Miami vice. Just a vice. Right? But you would know if they're a vice lord because they're going to be a gent. A perfect gentleman. Right? Then they're going to wear a top hat. You see what I'm saying? So when you bump straight left or right, you're going to end up in Big Mama house. And no matter whether you come from the mother line red lodge or the father line blue lodge, when you get in Big Mama house, they're going to put you in some black and gold shit. And once they put you in the black and gold shit, that's the only way you can unify all the families. You got to know who everybody is on the land. So the Norsemen that came over here became known as Vikings. And we know them today as bikers, Hell's Angels, Outlaw Riders, Devil Disciples, El Diablos, right? All up with the number 13 on the bottom of their jacket, working for Big Mama, personal permission. They didn't come uninvited. They asked for permission and was granted as long as they lived under their own vine and fig tree. That's why they don't like civilians in their business, and y'all civilians keep getting in them people business. And then you wonder why you end up getting fucked up by a biker. Stay out their motherfucking family business. You don't want nobody in your family business. All of the motherfucking bikers formed into an alliance now. Big Mama told them to do it. She said, now y'all all gonna get together and y'all finna stop tearing my motherfucking property up. And when baby boy say, come on, y'all gonna have to fucking move. Right? So they all had to send somebody to make sure they had the right motherfucking baby boy. I ain't Tyrese, motherfucker. And that show is fucking scared of being Reigns. I'm the real gorilla. I was a knocking motherfuckers around in the knock around game since I was knocking motherfuckers out since I was 13. So, it is what it is. It ain't personal. It's just business. It's just family business. So we was telling y'all about the timing on the zodiac is matching the events on the ground. When you start understanding that, then you understand how to read that shit. It take a lot of study to understand it. And now we got to try to make it simple enough for it to make sense for a person that never studied it to be able to rationalize what we're talking about. I had a lot of, I don't post a lot when I get knocks from bikers. A lot of that, because they so in-house, most of the flips I get from them, I just flip it to the leader of the Hell's Angels to put it to the board to solve it, and most of their problems get solved without outside interference. So this easier. Look, it's harder to deal with my own real people than it is to deal with some of them killers that they call bikers, gangbangers. Them motherfuckers got more of a code of honor than a regular motherfucker, because they don't even know who's oppressing them. They just going along to get along because they don't want to upset nobody. They don't want nobody mad at them. They don't want nobody to think that they was being rude. They didn't want nobody to stop them from living their little fancy life. They didn't want, they just want to just leave them people there. They won. They conquered. Just leave them there. Man, fuck them people. Fuck they feelings. Fuck they motherfucking family feelings. Treat them motherfuckers the way they treated us, because we gonna go by the same motherfucking foundation they laid. They laid down some dirt, now we gonna reap a harvest. right? Because in the dirt they lay down, we always have a seed to plant. And as long as we plant seeds in their dirt, we can always find out how we do when we put in work. When you walk across the land, you get to see different people's perspective of what's taking place. But I don't got no mercy for them motherfuckers. As long as we all understand that you don't be surprised when you find out that when you go to bop the man like Homie the Clown, the man is not going to look like the man. The man going to look like one of us when you go to bop the man. But that nigga just lost because he was fucking with the real and he's the fake. That's what it is. I don't have no, what I'm supposed to do? They was laughing when all our ancestors was in pain. You see motherfuckers while we barbecuing and shit, they got big cheese grins on their face. So they was laughing then, so why I can't laugh now? Black Girl Magic wanna know why they mad. I don't know why they mad. They started the shit. We didn't start nothing. Right? We've been operating according to the code of righteousness. And that means always be right. So we don't start no shit. So we can't lose. Because mama words don't come back void. She said we don't lose. So we ain't losing. Shit. I'm the last resort. Once they call me, that means somebody done fucked up bad. Them niggas don't want me because I come in on 10. Right, why you come in on 10? They exhausted 1 through 9. What am I supposed to come in on? 3? They did that already. That didn't work. 7? That shit didn't work. 9? That shit didn't work. I got to come in on 10. So I come in. 11, 10. 10 toes down on the upright. Initiated from birth. To be an ass-kicking motherfucker. To whoop these motherfuckers from pillar to post. From Joaquin to Boaz, I whoop all of them motherfuckers' ass. I shot at this motherfucker all the way to the dirt. Because I ain't never been scared to put in no work. I just as soon bust a 9 as I will pick up a book. They say you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. That must have meant I was never a nigga. Because you can't hide it from me in the book. I sniff that shit out. Like a bloodhound. A Fila Brasileiro. A Basset. A coonhound. Right? I'm going to find that shit. And then when I figure it out, you ain't going to be able to say I didn't put it all together in your face. In the public domain. For what it is. I'm just saying. It's nothing personal. I just came to get what's mine. Laugh now. Tell them, Trap Boy Freddy. Look at how they got ran down. They ain't telling before your ass got caught how you was fanned out. Look at you now. Doing like they did me. I'm gonna fucking laugh. I got a right to laugh. I don't really have a strong sense of humor like that. I got a sense of motherfucking beat a motherfucker from pillar to post, hold my motherfucking position, stand firm in the dirt. We can buckle down and knock around, and I'm gonna put in work. I hit your ass till it hurt. I don't give a fuck. You can let your girl flirt. I don't give a fuck. I can take it or leave it. So, about to start taking it in before I get carried away talking that motherfucking lingo shit. I don't know if she's gonna make it in. Hey, I'm probably gonna put out some music. I like talking about certain stuff. I got bars too. Look, if I was a prophet, would you watch me rise or talk about me bad and be government spies? Despise me for relentless pursuit of the truth. Since suicide bombers execute me in the booth. You can kill the man, can't kill the source. If I was a prophet, you couldn't alter my course. That's why I was a prophet. If I give you the game, can't force you to take it. Life is filled with success, and I hope you make it. I'm giving you what it took me years to learn, but know everything you get, you need to earn. Now, this is raw game by stage and degree, and if you pay attention, I can make you see shit. I'm giving you game. What made me qualified? Been married to the game since the day of inception. Illuminated vision means keen perception. I studied the art of war and the art of deception. Infect these mortal minds with the art of infection. Too much bill collecting, be eating through dividends, betrayal. That's the reason wifey say that we killing friends. Just saying. My wifey game span both the short and the long range, but some know my wifey, but